A historic day for the U.S. Supreme Court after a tumultuous term and blockbuster decisions on abortion and gun rights. Two final decisions today, one on immigration, the other on the environment. And then the swearing in of the court's newest member, Ketanji Brown Jackson, now the 104th Associate Justice and the first black woman ever on the nation's highest court. But earlier today, a major blow to President Biden's agenda on climate change, a ruling that the EPA has limited authority to regulate emissions from power plants. The other ruling allowing the Biden administration to scrap the Trump-era policy, forcing most asylum seekers to wait in Mexico while their cases are decided. The Supreme Court ending the term with those two consequential decisions, and they've already placed a major election case on their docket for the fall. ABC's senior national correspondent Terry Moran leads us off from the Supreme Court.
At the Supreme Court today, a major blow to the Biden administration's efforts to fight climate change. In a 6-3 decision, the court's conservative justices voted to sharply cut back the EPA's ability to regulate greenhouse gas emissions from power plants. Chief Justice John Roberts, writing for the majority, at first acknowledged that capping carbon dioxide emissions may be a sensible solution to the crisis of the day. But Roberts declared that sweeping regulations like the one at issue in this case, aimed at reducing power plants' carbon output nationwide, go beyond the lawful authority of the EPA and must be approved by Congress first. A decision of such magnitude and consequence rests with Congress itself, Roberts wrote. The case was brought by West Virginia's Attorney General, representing a group of Republican-led states and coal and mining companies.
A lot of people are going to try to make this into an issue about climate change. This is about ensuring that Congress, not unelected bureaucrats, get to make the major decisions of the day.
Justice Elena Kagan, in a scathing dissent joined by the court's two other liberals, insisted that the Clean Air Act, passed by Congress more than 50 years ago, gives the EPA flexibility to address climate change, and she blasted her conservative colleagues for taking it away. The court appoints itself, instead of Congress or the expert agency, the decision maker on climate policy, she wrote. I cannot think of many things more frightening. But on immigration, a victory for the Biden administration. In a 5-4 opinion, the justices ruled that President Biden can end the so-called Remain in Mexico program, the Trump-era policy that forced roughly 70,000 asylum-seeking migrants to languish in Mexico as they waited for their cases to be resolved. Biden tried to end the program as soon as he took office, but a federal court reinstated it. Tonight, Chief Justice Roberts again writing the opinion, saying the lower court imposed a significant burden upon the executive's ability to conduct diplomatic relations with Mexico. In his dissent, Justice Samuel Alito accused the Biden administration of planning to simply release into this country untold numbers of aliens, adding, but the court looks the other way. And on this final day of a contentious Supreme Court term, a moment for the history books. After 233 years, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson sworn in as the first black woman Supreme Court justice in U.S. history. Her husband holding up two Bibles as Chief Justice Roberts delivered the oath.
I am pleased to welcome Justice Jackson to the court and to our common calling.
That historic moment, and Terry Moran, we were on the air earlier today when it happened. Terry, while Justice Jackson brings a new perspective, life experience, and background, the philosophical makeup of the court remains the same.
It does, Whit. It's still a 6-3 conservative supermajority, but they say that every new justice makes a new court, and Justice Jackson brings so much. That brilliant legal mind, her history as a public defender representing some of the most despised Americans, really, and that legacy of black American women in this country, and already a major voting rights case on the docket for next year. It's a case that will test whether state legislatures can seize full control of election results just in time for the 2024 campaign. Whit?
All right, Terry, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.